All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin up movement in Doge. Dogecoin up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin up movement in Doge. Dogecoin 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome. How's everybody doing? We are on a Tuesday afternoon and it's Doge. It is Doge we're talking about today. And is Dogecoin the next big thing? Or is it already a thing? So how's everybody doing? 38-cent Doge. That's what we've got. 38-cent Dogecoin. Somebody in the comments said something about maybe Dogecoin is 10 cents higher than it should be. And 28 cents was the line where Kev Capital and others were thinking Dogecoin would drop down to, which may be the case. 28 cents, sure, but I'll take 38 cents over 28 cents any day, except for I know some of you would like to see 28-cent Doge so you can buy some more at a lower price, which is what we talked about yesterday on the live stream. We had all of our price targets set. And if those price targets did not get hit during the live stream yesterday, then certainly overnight and early this morning, they got hit because many coins dropped even further overnight. Again, I covered that in this morning's video, like what happened, what's going on. It's those leverage traders again. It's all that leverage just getting wiped out. So we covered that in detail this morning's video. If you want to know more details about what leverage trading is and how that affected the crypto markets overnight, watch this morning's video. I got into all that detail. So now let's just take a step back. Just take a step back and we'll just go, what's going on with Dogecoin? Why is there all this interest in Dogecoin? Why is Dogecoin's price of such interest to so many people now? And Dogecoin's, I mean, it's holding 38 cents pretty well. Yeah, it dips down to 37.5, 37, maybe 36.5, right? That's what we saw this morning with a $2 million leverage trade on Dogecoin getting wiped out. So that was that dip we had this morning. But Dogecoin isn't crashing, right? It's just not crashing. And I know we had a lot of bears yesterday just talking about Doge dropping, and it's just not happening. There's enough interest. A few interesting stories today. One, an ETF, well, not exactly ETF, they call it an ETP, which most people think those Bitcoin ETFs are ETFs, and they're really not. It's ETP as well. It's an exchange-traded product, ETP, not an exchange-traded fund, because Bitcoin isn't a fund. It's not a fund. So exchange-traded product, ETP, that's what we've got. So with this ETP, could there be a Dogecoin one? There is, not in the United States though. But we'll show you that as well. But that's a big thing. And then X payments, Doge on X, that's a big thing. So we've got big things happening. Big things happening with Doge. So let me drop down here in the corner and say hello to everybody. Welcome. Again, been doing these lives just about every day now, except for Saturdays. And we're doing okay. I mean, there's still a lot of interest, a lot of excitement about Doge, and you guys want to know, when's Doge going to go up really big? We'll talk about some other coins too in just a little bit. But for now, what's going on in the news? So crypto bubbles are just about all red. And of course, the ones that you guys have been talking about for the past few days with the prices going up are the ones that are now going down the hardest, like Sandbox and Mana and XLM, right? These are the biggest red ones. So those are the ones falling back the hardest because everyone was all excited about them the other day, right? Like, look at this thing go up, 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 up. And now when there's a pullback, they get hit harder. So, but not Doge. Doge only down 6%, while XLM is down 16. So everybody talking about all XLM this and XLM that. And I'm like, well, we got a pullback here, and XLM has dropped 10% harder than Dogecoin. We got a few in the green, Say, Injective, Sui, Algorand. So there are some good projects that are holding very well and actually going up in what's overall a red market. So that's a big overview. But then just to repeat again, and I show this again and again, just as a reminder, as Jel said, in bull markets, there are always pullbacks. There's always pullbacks. So far, 2023 into 2024, we had 25, 22, 22% pullbacks in Bitcoin. Going back to 2021, we had 26%, 32%, 15%, 23% pullbacks in Bitcoin. And then we go back to 2017, which a lot of people are comparing this cycle more towards 2017, except those pullbacks were 31%, 41%, 40%, 34, 34, 40. This is in a bull market with big, severe pullbacks. And we're not talking the bear market drops, which of course were much harder. We're talking the ones in the overall bull. There are pullbacks. And so we go, okay, let's take a look again. Bitcoin's at 91,683 now. How much was this Bitcoin pullback so far? And I say so far because we don't know whether it's really done yet or not. But the pullback down to the bottom is 8%. 8%. That's not even close to those bigger 20, 30, and 40%. And people are freaking out. And it's just like, guys, this is nothing. We had it much harder before. So maybe crypto isn't quite as volatile overall as it used to be. We've talked about, market caps getting bigger, law of diminishing returns. Maybe we don't see as big a percentage gains as either, but the pullbacks aren't as big percentage-wise as well. So that looks like what is happening. But again, we are still in this pullback, and we don't know whether we're going to drop to 90K, 89, 88, 86. We don't know if there's still more pullback to come on Bitcoin. Could be. Again, a lot of it is all this leverage stuff. People keep climbing on the leverage bandwagon every time it starts to turn up, and then they turn around and they drop it lower, take out more leverage. And that's just not Bitcoin. It's also ETH too. Same thing happens. ETH was showing good sign of strength the other day and has just lost all of those gains as ETH had started to look good on the ETH Bitcoin trading pair. Bitcoin dominance was going down, but we've lost a lot of that on ETH. So Bitcoin dominance is still following my exact prediction. I mean, look at you can't make this up. I drew this white line here somewhere back around, this would have been Friday, last Friday. I said, yep, it looks like Bitcoin's going to continue down, probably come back up, retest 60%, drop down lower, come back and drop down lower. And look at that. It's following it almost exactly. So I don't know. I just draw these lines. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But we have that. And we're going to talk about Doge now. And then later on, when we get into the chat, we'll talk about some other cryptos as well and some other coins. But for now, what is going on with Dogecoin? So we start with trader tardigrade Alan. He's looking at basically things falling out of the channel. And I had a channel drawn for Doge, and Doge dropped below. But it's also happening with other coins, including Solana, falling out of this upward trend. This is an entry time. This is the entry zone before pushing up harder, because we are in bull market overall still. And I'm just seeing the overall picture when you zoom out is we are still in a bull market. And this is just a pullback, one of many pullbacks, and we'll have more. We'll have another one in December, another one in January. Most likely, that's how it goes. So this is an opportunity to buy at lower prices. And for those who are just going to be bearish and going to talk about crashes and all that, I'm just like, you're looking at it the wrong way. It's a buying opportunity on these dips. This is what it is. Buying opportunity. AO says on Bitcoin, it's like we have a bottom, we have a breakout, and every time there's a breakout, there's always a pullback before the big bull run. And that's happened again and again and again in Bitcoin's past. And Crypto Rover says, well, he says Bitcoin always dumps exactly on Black Friday. And I just wanted to point out, if any of you guys saw this Black Friday post, that this isn't really correct. This is totally misleading. I told you guys I would do some research on Black Fridays in the past because people were freaking, oh, what's going to happen on crypto on Black Friday? And it's like, Crypto Rover comes in and says 12%, 30%, 43%, 20%, 24, 33. And this looks like every Black Friday, there's a huge pullback. And this is totally wrong, totally misrepresenting what's actually going on, because he's drawing these boxes over larger periods of time, and particularly in the bull market. I mean, the bear markets. The bear markets. After Bitcoin hit an all-time high of 69K, it started going down. It wasn't all in one day. It wasn't just Black Friday. And in fact, Black Friday the past 2 years have been pretty even. No pullbacks. So people just, I don't know. I responded and said this was totally misleading. I normally like what this guy posts, but this was a bad one. It's just a bad one. Here's the big news. The big news today, Dogecoin. Its first ever ETP, exchange traded product, and it is in Sweden. A Sweden-based stock market is trading a Dogecoin, but everyone calls it ETF. But it's an ETP, but this is big. The growing popularity of Dogecoin, bolstered by influential figures like Elon Musk, highlights our commitment to delivering innovative and diversified investment opportunities. This is for people who don't want to buy the coin, right? They don't have access to a crypto exchange, which I find hard to believe because everybody has access to a crypto exchange if you look hard enough. But maybe some people are just lazy. They want to just call up their stockbroker and says, get me some of that Doge. And they can do that through these kinds of products. Just like in the United States, if you're a client of BlackRock or Fidelity, you don't have to actually buy Bitcoin. You have your broker, your financial advisor, whomever, just buy one of those ETFs, which aren't really ETFs again, but everybody calls them ETFs, so whatever. But you're not really buying the actual Bitcoin when you do that. But investors will be investors. They'll take what they can get. And if it's easy for them just to get a spot ETF, they'll do that. But this is the first for Dogecoin. This is big. This opens the door now for Dogecoin ETPs, ETFs in other countries, and maybe in the United States. We just saw an article last week. Somebody was saying they wouldn't be surprised if there was an application for a Doge ETF by the end of the year. So that's big for Dogecoin. Now, the next big thing in crypto, Dogecoin's unexpected revolution. The next big thing. Well, has Dogecoin always been like the next big thing? Has that always been the case? Well, we had a conversation with Billy Marcus a couple of years ago, and Billy, co-creator of Dogecoin, having fun, but it was really Jackson Palmer who came up with the idea, and he posted this infamous post, a tweet, in fact, a tweet on Twitter back in the day, 28th of November, 2013, investing in Dogecoin, pretty sure it's the next big thing. Well, Dogecoin didn't exist back then. It was in his head. He made it up. So awesome for Jackson, although he's kind of a grumpy older guy now. But back then, that was a pretty cool thing. He came up with the idea. Billy Marcus responded, and together, Billy actually coded Dogecoin. But it was Jackson's idea, the next big thing. And here we are, all these years later, talking about Dogecoin, the next big thing. And I think the writer of this article just came up with this next big thing from the original Jackson thing. So it's not original, but that's what we've got. And what is going on with Dogecoin, and why does Dogecoin have the interest of so many people? Well, a lot of it is on the backs of Elon Musk, certainly. But Dogecoin is also, because it's a proof of work cryptocurrency, it's got its own blockchain, it actually functions very, very well. What Billy created was actually a great thing, even though it was meant to be a joke. It's turning out to be a pretty awesome design and code for a cryptocurrency. And particularly enough based on a meme, yes, and memes, I mean, we've seen the power of memes and what they can do. They transcend pretty much everything across the board. Everyone laughs and jokes at it, but it's a real thing and it's really cool. So the possibilities, global implications, will Doge revolutionize the global financial landscape? Like, are we going to see it on X? Is that going to happen, right? Societal impact, like everyone likes memes, the lightheartedness of Dogecoin. People worried about centralization, but once you figure it out that those large Dogecoin holder wallets are actually the exchanges that hold the big wallets. Yeah, there's some early investors, and as Coin Bureau said in their video this morning on Dogecoin, it's like there could be some, OG Litecoin whales that were mining Litecoin, and when the merge mining started, they were gathering up lots of Dogecoin in those early days, and maybe they still hold a bunch of it. Maybe they sold, I don't know, because we don't know who those people are. Coin Bureau went a little off the rails in like the last 5 or 10 minutes of that video this morning. If you saw it, the whole China thing. And I'm just like, he's just guessing on all that. He has no proof. But the whole idea was Dogecoin is a big thing. What's going to happen with regulation? What is this? What are the crypto regulation going to be going forward in the United States? And does Dogecoin actually play a role in that? And what is the bigger picture overall for Doge? A lot of us just want the price to go up and us to get rich. I get that. You've invested, you just want to be rich. But a lot of us are also looking at Dogecoin as a worldwide currency that can transcend banks, countries, everything else. And if anyone can do it, it can be Elon on X. And this could really be a huge change. So a strategic reserve asset, sure. Nobody's asking for that. That's all Bitcoin right now. But could Dogecoin become that? Why not that too, right? Dogecoin has a much lower price for entry. And that's why a lot of people like it too. 38 cents versus $91,000. I'll buy some of that Dogecoin, please. Right? So we have Jackson Palmer, the next big thing. And of course, we have Elon saying Dogecoin is the people's crypto. Now, why would he say that? Why would Elon say that if he didn't actually mean it? He can do something about it. Dogecoin's the people's crypto. You don't need to be a Giga Chad to own. There were all of these, fun tweets that he was making back in 2021 about Dogecoin. Turns out he was also working with the Dogecoin developers behind the scenes. Why would he do that? Unless he has a bigger plan. And is Dogecoin part of that plan? So that's what we're going to be looking at as we go forward, is what is this big thing about Doge? Like, I see that Doge is available on Robinhood. So easy to access Dogecoin and to buy it. Get new users on Robinhood. They look at the crypto section. They see Bitcoin. They see Dogecoin. It's like, I'll buy some of that Dogecoin. CZ back in the day, also 2021, saw Doge as cool, fun, decentralized. There's no core team, but the risks, one address holds 27% of all Doge. No, we got rid of that risk. That was Robinhood. The Robinhood wallet is even bigger now. It's like 36% of all the Doge. The top 20 addresses hold more than 50% of all Doge. No, that's not true, because, again, not only is it Robinhood, but Binance and Kraken and other exchanges are also in those top 20 addresses that hold a lot of Dogecoin. And then CZ also says abandoned, but it wasn't, because Elon was working with the developers behind the scenes. They've been fixing the code to make Dogecoin go faster and cost less, lowered the fees, and they've done that. They've done that with Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin is still a proof of work cryptocurrency. It still takes computer mining to validate the transactions on the blockchain. And is that eco-friendly or not? That's one of the other things Elon was talking about Bitcoin, and we just haven't heard that about Dogecoin. So, but today was really about leverage and this sort of over leveraging trading of crypto. In the last 24 hours, Bitcoin has had $161 million of leverage trades liquidated. ETH 94 million, Doge itself $38 million on Dogecoin trades being liquidated. So again, we just had Bitcoin in the last 5 minutes, 1.8 million, 2.1 million, 1.3 million. There's 3 trades right here on Bybit that just got liquidated. So if I look at the Bitcoin chart, we see a red candle coming down even lower. Yeah, we're all the way down here now. We're taking out new leverage longs down lower. So price going down. And of course, that starts bringing down everything else. Well, actually, Doge isn't down as far as Bitcoin was. That's interesting. Doge holding up a little better. Good news. A lot of the Bitcoin downfall earlier was based on FOMC meeting minutes that came out. Seems to be a little hawkish, a little bearish on will interest rates in the United States continue to be lowered. That may play out a little longer than we thought. So that was kind of negative. So we had a lot of stocks sort of dropping in price this afternoon. That has happened. Okay, that's what we got, guys. That's my overview. Let's do some Q&A. Did Elon just announce X payments on X? No, I have not seen that. Well, I've been talking to you guys, but I can't imagine that is a thing. Elon and Doge, right? What's Elon doing? No. Perfect logic to make election fraud unprovable. How to gift X premium. Tough call, worst governor. Yes, civilization appreciated. Nope. You can gift X premium subscriptions. cue the music from the movie, The Doge Father. That's all in relation to the Department of Government Efficiency. So yeah, nothing about Doge that he has posted. So I don't see it. You tell me if there's something I'm missing, but I don't see it. So John, yes, 60 cents is still my targeting next slice. Yeah, Harry, Tiffany Fong. He's definitely supporting Tiffany Fong. X Premium gifting. I guess that's a new thing. I don't know. I have not gifted any X Premium to anybody. So nope. Yes, we just talked about this witty, the Dogecoin ETP. And of course, I did post that myself. You can go to my profile on X, and I did a nice review and profile of this Dogecoin ETP here on X. So follow me on X. Give me a follow. Think XLM did what Doge hoped to do. Feels like we all got on the wrong boat. Until you look at the crypto bubbles and you realize XLM is down 14% now on the pullback, and Doge is only down 6%. So what's the longer outlook of XLM? Nothing. XLM doesn't do anything. What's the longer outlook of Doge? Doge has got a lot going on. Doge has so much potential, so much more potential than XLM. Looking for a buy price for near and render. We did not look at near yesterday, but we did look at render. I don't remember where that was. It was probably this one. Yeah, $7.30 was our blue line. We looked at that. And because render was trading up here, right? Where were we? Yeah, it dropped down almost to 730, but then this morning dropped down even lower. So 710 looks like the dip. 710 did not come down to $7. So will there be another drop even lower? That you're going to have to make a call on, but certainly getting anything on render below $7.30 looks like a deal to me on the charts. Looks like a deal to me. Okay, XRP to the moon. Once Bitcoin dominance falls, then altcoin season. Yes. We will talk about Dogecoin's top price realistic number on January 1st. January 1st, I will do my 2025 price prediction. And I will get into that then. So you have to wait. I got to leave something out there, right? Cardano holding up too. Yeah, 93 cents, Cardano. Now we had just over 93. We had targeted 93 as our price target in Monday's live stream. And Cardano came down and just touched it. This morning, it came down to 88 cents. 88 cent Cardano. So if you got some 88 cent Cardano, I think that was a good price. That was a good price. Yeah, anyone who's arriving late, if you want to hear the first like 10 minutes of news, just scroll back. Maybe you can run it on 1.5 or 2x speed and get caught up. A lot of Tiffany Fong fans in the chat. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the war. I don't think it's going to happen. Trump is not going to let it happen, despite Biden on the way out doing whatever it's just the whole Biden administration all the way down are just playing a bunch of games here in the last 2 months, and they shouldn't. It's like, it's time for you to just wrap up what you're doing, get ready for the transition, and not just be spending money needlessly and trying to start a war. That's ridiculous. So, peak Let's see what Peak is up to, Skirt Dog. Peak. We have no idea how high it can go because it's a brand new project. So we identified 25 cents, and look what it came down to this morning, right down to 25 cents. Hit it perfectly, 25 cents. So if anybody was looking to buy Peak, that's PEAQ, it hit that 25-cent target this morning. This is the blue lines, what we identified. I was like, there we go. Came down, hit it perfectly, moved up. Again, that's all going to be price discovery once it gets go. I mean, the highest it hit on launch was 58 cents. I would imagine Peak is going to be higher than that. But if I can double from 28 like to 56, that's okay. That's all right. But right now it's at 26.50. Peak. Doing okay, following everything else. Hey, snipers, my liquidation price is at 26 cents. I see I don't do leverage trading, so you gotta take on that risk yourself. I can't tell you whether you're safe or not. Personally, I don't think Doge is going to drop that low, but you decide. We're pinned to 38 cents with BTC making lowers. Interesting. I know, right? Again, we've been following this 38-cent line for a long time, and that's why we picked it again here. It's this blue line at 38 cents. The government needs more tax money. No, they don't. The US does not need more tax money. They need to cut the overspending. That's what they need to do. They don't need more tax money. I think you're meaning that in terms of like shakeouts, people selling, taking their profits so they have to pay taxes this year instead of next year, something like that. But no, we're in the middle of a pullback, Hassan. Yes, we're in the middle of a pullback here. We don't know how long it's going to take and how low it's going to go yet. It hasn't proven to me that we're out of the pullback yet. We're still kind of dancing around our low targets. $10 Doge. I know, I'm tired of it too, Theodore. I'm tired of hearing about $10 Doge. So we are going to talk about strategies as we go forward with Dogecoin's price, as well as looking at other cryptos. And we will target sell points. Now is not the time, because now we're looking at buy targets, because I'm looking at the bigger picture of bull market through at least part of 2025. Prices are going to be higher. So now, not the time talking about sell points. Yes, I will be live on Wednesday. I will not be live on Thursday. Definitely will not. Thanksgiving Day, family, turkey, all that stuff. No live on Thursday, but we'll be back on Friday as well. Yes. Looking for a buy price, suggest a bottom. Well, we just hit it at 36.5. So 36.5 appears to be the bottom right now. 36.5. Biden power grab. Out with Biden. Just leave already. Exactly. Trump and his team are going to clean it up. They got to clean up the mess. Isaac, I don't understand why he needs to do that. I'm guessing it's the neocons and others in the Democratic Party. And Biden's more just a pawn right now. You bought some Cardanos, Demi, on the dip. Nice. I don't think the Biden admin is trying to mess with crypto prices. Crypto, they don't care about crypto. No. It's all on the war. That's where the money is. It's all on the war. Yeah, Theodore, sign to sell. So we'll be talking about that going forward. Again, the best thing on this that I can point out again is what happened here after this big run up on Doge's price that we had back after the election. And so After all those green candles in a row and Doge's price going up so much, that's where I took my first slice of profit. When you see a lot of green candles going up, that's when you profit. Now, we could say this going up to 48 cents, but I thought this was just the start of a bigger breakout, and it ended up selling back off. So that wasn't sustained enough of a rally to begin taking my next slice of profit. So I'm waiting for this kind of next move with Doge. So that's what I look for. No guarantee that it's going to do quite that again, but that's what we were identifying on the bull flag, was that kind of next move, next leg up, and it's just not time for that yet. Exactly, Bravioli. Joe Biden is just a puppet. You got to worry about the puppet masters. Exactly. Bud just bought some H-bar and some Doge. Yep. Yeah, Robinhood. Yeah, Robinhood account looking a little depressing today. I agree. I'm not going to talk, Corey, I'm not going to talk about that. Stop posting that. How low will Doge go? That's what I just said, 36.5. That's where I am right now. $100 Doge. Yeah, Nick. Maybe 30. If it goes back to 36.5, it could retest 36.0 if there's some other leverage down there that comes up. We could see that, but right now we're still kind of in a tenuous position here. We haven't confirmed the recovery yet. So is Bonk a flop, or do you think Bonk will flop? No, I think Bonk is going to keep going up higher. I think Bonk might be the next crypto to be listed on Robinhood. How about that? If Bonk gets listed on Robinhood, it's going to pump. So, yeah, number one, if you sell, then the pullback ends, right? Your luck, right? Just your luck. You sell, and then it turns around and goes up. Your question was a price for near. You wanted to look at near. That's right. I haven't looked at near. I don't know what's going on with near. Let's take a look. So the dip came down. Let's just draw a line where the dip came down just under $6 at like $5.96. So again, we're looking this after it already dipped down here. So it touched $5.96. If we're looking at this in comparison to what other altcoins are doing, this is very consistent. We had a dip early this morning, recovered a bit, and then dipped again in the afternoon. Near went down a little bit more. Again, I'm not expecting further drops. We'll see what's going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is kind of drifting down lower, 90,742. But alts are surprisingly holding up more, which is interesting. Bitcoin on the hour, that doesn't look good. 4 hours in a row of red candles. Where on Doge, it's red, red, green, and then this latest one is kind of indecisive. So that means Bitcoin dominance not looking good, coming back down. So alts are now outperforming Bitcoin at the moment, where Bitcoin is kind of being pushed down lower, most likely taking out more leverage trades on Bitcoin. So, and that's what we see. Bitcoin, ETH, Bitcoin, 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 ETH, Bitcoin. I mean, these are all leverage, just getting wiped out. Mostly Bitcoin. So price is still coming down, taking out more leverage. That is what is going on. I showed your comment. Big win. Awesome. Doge to the moon. Yeah, 2025 I'll talk about on January 1st. I'm going to wait for that. It takes too much. And I got to do a lot of background to do an accurate price prediction for how high I think Doge can go. And that's going to be in a video. You talk about selling to USD or USDC. I don't know what that means. All I know is when I want to take profits, I hit the sell button. So if you're on Coinbase, I want to sell to USDC because on Coinbase, USDC earns interest if you're holding USDC on the platform, and I'll take that money. If you just hold USD on Coinbase, you earn nothing on it. And when I'm taking profits, I'm going to hold that money on the exchange until I need it, until I need to transfer to the bank. Because the bank isn't going to give me, what, half a percent maybe APY, where I'm getting 4.5%, 4.25%, or 5% on Coinbase. That's why I would sell it to USDC. Now, Robinhood will give you interest on USD. So on Robinhood, just sell the USD. If you're in Robinhood Gold, you'll get interest. If you're not in Robinhood Gold and you've got a big chunk of money there, why aren't you in Robinhood Gold? You should be, because the interest that you earn is going to far outweigh the cost of Robinhood Gold. WIF, 225 to 235. What did we come up with on WIF when we looked at it? $3. So our price target was $3. It actually came down to $2.90. So that could be it for WIF. WIF did have a run up, and I guess the last sort of resistance line on WIF was here at about 245. So I would think as a secondary support line, based on where it traded here that first week of November, I would say 245, like right in there. And I'll make that one yellow as a secondary line. So if this really breaks down on WIF and we see a significant drop lower, which would mostly follow Bitcoin, I'd be looking at $2.45. Again, this is based on the resistance line that we had back here earlier in November. That's what I would look for. So I don't think 225. I think 245. Okay. Demi. Yeah, the cock in you, that's been around for a while. That was a huge thing on George's channel on Cryptos R Us. He was shelling that thing right and left. And then I don't know what happened to the price. I don't know what happened, but he doesn't talk about it anymore, meaning it probably went down a lot. Yeah, it's very cheap now because a lot of people lost a lot of money on it. I would not. Or I can just say, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not buying it. Yeah, we're not going to talk about top price targets right now, snipers. It's not time for that yet. Lars thinks mid-December we start pumping. And yes, also Nick, right? A reminder to Matt. USDC is a dollar-matched crypto. It's a stable coin. But on Coinbase, you can earn interest on it if you hold it. Have you smashed the likes already, people? Have you? We've got almost 500 viewers and not even 100 likes yet. Wow. So 4 out of 5 of you don't like the live stream. Let's change that around. Let's get those likes up, please. And if you want to subscribe also, if you haven't, subscribe. Appreciate the support. Caspa. Snavs wants to look at Caspa. We did not look at Caspa yesterday. Nobody asked about Caspa. It was going up. Yeah, Caspa looks pretty strong. This is a 4-hour chart. So if we look at $14 on a dip, that seems to pretty much be in line with how others have moved. If they dropped a little more, would be 14 cents. Sorry, 14 cents. Previous to that, okay, I got to change that to blue just a minute. Previous to that, our support resistance line was down here at about 1225, right? Yeah, 1225. So that one will be yellow. This one will be blue. Those are the two we're looking at. So yeah, between 14 cents and 12.25, that would be the range we would look at for buying on a dip. Again, is this going to be, are we going to see a bigger, more severe dip happen in this pullback? I mean, Caspa is already down. Well, that was almost 20% top to bottom for Caspa. So that's a decent pullback. Top to bottom here right now would be 20%. So I kind of think we're not going to see anything in the 12s on Caspa. I wouldn't see that. But thanks for asking. Yeah, Doge is moving back up to 38.5. This is showing a nice start of a recovery here. Michael, I think pullbacks are really looked at too much as a bearish mindset. Pullbacks allow for more bullish activity, overall long-term bullish. Yes, I think so too. We talked about that on Sunday. I had this whole thing, like the first 20 minutes of Sunday's live stream was all about why pullbacks are healthy. So we talked about that on Sunday. In your last video, you said that the year after the Bitcoin halving, we have the dip. No, 2 years after. 1 year after is when we hit the all-time high for the cycle. It's 2 years after when you have the bear market or the dip. Okay. Bitcoin dropped below 91. I didn't see that. Oh, there it was right there. We hit 90,855 right there. Well, about 90,800. So maybe that's the price they were looking for. They were driving it down to 90,800, and now it's moving back up. Yeah, Yeely, we're not going to talk about highs today, okay? We're going to save all that discussion for another live stream once we see recovery mode is confirmed. And then we will start talking about how high different coins can go in this cycle, okay? Nick thinks to Mars, wherever you think Mars is. Harry's on TV. In Elon we trust. I think Elon's going to do something, Steve. I think it's going to do something. If we see Bonk listed on Robinhood, well, let's just look where Bonk is right now. So Bonk is at 0.0004243 right here. It got up to, what did it hit? 59. So this is a pretty significant pullback from the high here for Bonk. It went down. Whoops, hold it. Wrong one. Oop. So this pullback here on Bonk, 32%, because it had gone up huge to get up to 59. So big, significant pullback of a 32% pullback. We just saw Caspa at 20%. We thought that was bad, but this is 32% pullback. Didn't quite hit our target though at 39. So looks like that is invalidated, and it's going to be more of the 40 right there. That would be the target on the price. So again, if we see a reversal, look and maybe get some at 40, but it looks like recovery is happening. And to get back up to, this is what I'm going to say, to get back up to 59, again, a 36% gain. So that's what I would see, is get back up to at least there on a Robinhood pump. Now that's what we saw with, again, with WIF. When WIF got listed on Robinhood, it had this pump right here, but it was pumping against the rest of the market because the rest of the market was going down. Well, when WIF got listed, so WIF's pump came right up and then crashed right back down and then even lower than when it started. That's what happened. And that was just yesterday when that happened. So hopefully when Bonk gets listed on Robinhood, we're in recovery mode, things are going up, and then Bonk could go up much higher. This run here on WIF was about 14%. So I'd rather see 36%. And that would be Bonk going back up to its all-time high. So that'd be nice to see. $10 a day to Bonk until Robinhood. It's a little DCA, Steve. Yep. What is the name of the volume indicator that you're using at the bottom? I don't know. It's just the main VOL volume. Just VOL on TradingView. And I just have all of the sort of defaults here chosen for the volume settings. So just the main volume. Theodore, held Doge for 2 years, take profit or hold for taxes. We are going to have our tax live stream on December 11th, and we will talk about tax situations and when you might want to sell some and take some profit in 2024 versus waiting till 2025. Again, everybody has a different, situation on where you are tax-wise, how you've done this year, what other sources of income you have, all of those things. So all of that will play into whether you want to take some profits in 2024 versus 2025. So we're going to talk about that on December 11th. So the FOMC today was just the meeting minutes. The official written meeting minutes came out today. And that's where you start to hear directly from some of the other commissioners or whatever they're called in the Fed. And from what I saw, it looked like there was a little bit of hawkishness, what they call, like, of not continuing to repeat these 25 basis point reductions every FOMC meeting. So we could see a pause in December on that. And the markets really didn't like that too much today, which gave our market makers and exchanges another reason to drop Bitcoin's price down even lower to take out more leverage. Because they do that on bad news. It's just like, okay, we got bad news, great. We're just going to dump Bitcoin even farther. Take out more of that leverage. That's what happened. That's what we saw today. Took profits from all my crypto holdings and moved it into Doge. Henry is all in on the next big thing. The next big thing. Hey, Brian, Chainlink. Yes, we did look at Chainlink. Our buy price was $16.40, and it hit this morning. Early this morning, we hit $16.40. So if we see, again, another turn down in alts, we'll probably retest 1640. No guarantee that's going to happen, that we're going to see that retest, but that is where it did hit this morning. It was right at that line. Came just a little bit lower, to like 1625. But this was the line that we had identified. And again, that came from back here on Sunday. Looks like, yeah, Link had dropped a little bit lower on Sunday as well, but that's kind of consistent with that, right in that range, we would say, for Chainlink. 100K Bitcoin, what's going to happen? Whew. Whew, whew, whew. It wouldn't make a difference. If everybody watching bought $10 at Doge, that wouldn't make a difference. It'd have to be a lot more than that. Set up a texting service to tell us not to panic when this happens again. Yeah, that don't panic meme, right? Don't panic. I know we need Bitcoin to turn around to help all of crypto right now. Hopefully they're done. They're done wiping it out. Yeah, so you're on Robinhood. So just sell the USD. And if you've got enough cash there and it's going to sit there for a while, look at Robinhood Gold. Look at Robinhood Gold. And then you earn interest on that. Yeah, we'll talk about whether Bonk can go back up and drop another zero. I mean, it'll be price discovery after 59. So we'll see. You get paid every month, but the 4.75 interest is APY. So that's a yearly percentage. So it's conservative, right? And in crypto terms, like 5% can happen easily in a day, right? Investing in crypto. But again, if you're taking profits and you're not reinvesting, right? You're like booking profits and you're say, okay, I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it aside. I booked the profit, put it aside. Then it's nice if it at least earns a little bit of interest. And it's not just sitting there dead weight. Don't want that. Don't sleep on Ethereum Classic. Exactly, Lino Chat. I agree. Don't sleep on Ethereum Classic. It did dip below $28 this morning, went down to about $27.50. Look at that. 28 was our price target, which it didn't even come close to on Monday. Didn't even come close to that. But overnight it did. And it did come down and hit $28, even dropped a little lower. But again, these OG proof of work cryptocurrencies like ETH Classic, like Litecoin, at some point in time, they are going to go on a huge run, along with Doge. So ETH Classic, does it get back up to $100 where it was in 2021? Maybe. Maybe. What do I think about FIDA or FIDA? I don't know what that is. El Triquinielas. Don't know what FIDA is. Do I have a Robinhood Gold card? No, I didn't. I already have 2 credit cards. I get decent cash back on those credit cards. So I didn't want to add another. So, and then I'm now affiliated with Crypto.com and they want me to get one of their Crypto.com cards. And I'm just like, oh. I don't know if I want to do that because I'm good with my 2 cards. Crypto's just rounded dead man's curve. Let's go. That's what I say. Let's go. Let's be done with the dips. And let's just go. Get back up to 42. The Sui memes are tanking pretty hard. I haven't looked into them. One of them was called like Blub or something like that. I don't follow those. I mean, it's good for Sui to have some volume in the memes. Look what happened to Solana with all those Solana memes, but it doesn't surprise me that they would tank. Thinking about panic selling and then buying in at 48 cents. Yeah, that'd be good. Just chase the price up there, right? 1 Bitcoin for each like. That's good. You gave me the 100th like, Gene. Thank you. We're now almost at 200. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We all love the live talk. Maybe just lazy to tap the like. Yeah, we got some likes going on here. I like the subscribes too. While you're hitting buttons down there, hit the subscribe too. Hit the subscribe too. Bonk. I don't know, what country do you live in, XBL? I live in the United States and I buy my bonk on Coinbase. I have a link in the description below if you're interested in joining Coinbase. You get a free spin of the wheel and get some free Bitcoin. If they're still doing that, I think they are. You'll end up with like $10 of free Bitcoin. And that's if you put at least $100 on the Coinbase platform, and they'll give you a spin of the wheel. I think everyone pretty much gets $10. That's what I got when I joined, $10 of Bitcoin. But hey, that $10 of Bitcoin when I joined, Bitcoin was at a pretty low price. So I probably got $50 now from that $10. Maybe alt season starting. Maybe run flex. Maybe could be a quiet week after this volatility here, taking out this leverage. Thursday is going to be really quiet, and we'll see what happens on Black Friday. We will see. What type of Coinbase? I have the regular one, a regular. There's a Coinbase One. There's no longer a Coinbase Pro. Basically, with a regular account, you can activate what they call the advanced trading. And that's where you see all of the, the better exchange. And let's take a look at that. I can show you that real quick here. Window. And I can show you what that looks like on Coinbase. Have to log in. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Two-factor authentication, please. Yes. Again, everything you guys do better have two-factor authentication. It better. So. Two-factor authentication is set. And away we go. This is what advanced trading looks like. This is the current Bitcoin advanced trading. And you get this exchange. This doesn't cost you anything. This is free. It's part of just the regular trading on Coinbase, but it's better than not having advanced, which looks like this. And when you do this and you buy, you're not seeing the bid and the ask, and you just put in a dollar figure up here and you order, and they give you the crypto for whatever price they want to give it to you for. I don't recommend that. You just click over to advanced, and then you actually see the spread. You see the most recent trades going on. It's just much, much better. And then if you want to change, you just come over here, say spot. Let's go to Doge. And Doge right now is at 38.5, really 38.57, 38.55. It's trading right in that zone. And this is how you do it. This doesn't cost you anything. If you want to join Coinbase One, that's really for traders who are doing a lot of trades, because you can save on the fees. Yes, there are fees that get added to each order when you buy and you sell. When you're just on the regular Coinbase and you're just doing advanced trading or just regular trading, they charge you a fee. When you join Coinbase One, it's a monthly charge and you don't have fees then. But you got to do a lot of trading to balance that out. And I don't do that. So I just do the regular using this advanced. So, okay. That's what's going on there. All right, I need to get caught up in the chat here. Algorand is doing well, Isaac. Yes, Algo is up 10%. Look at the Algorand chart. It did dip down and it did hit our price this morning, our price target, 25.4. And since then, it's up 10%. Look at that. So Algorand's trading well. Bullish engulfing on the 15-minute. Yeah, on a 15-minute chart, Steve, we don't really look at that kind. That's got to be like hourly, 2-hour, 4-hour charts. 15-minute, you see that kind of thing all the time. So, yes, the year after the Bitcoin halving is the cycle all-time high. And then the year after that has been a bear market. So the voice of reason. Thank you. We have a new member, Dr. Sauce. Thanks for joining the channel. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hey, Charles, what's up? Good afternoon, Brandon. I got to catch up in the chat. I am calm and entertaining on dips. I've been doing this a long time. I believe in a bigger picture, and that bigger picture is the market is not crashing. It's not crashing. So Michael's got 5,000 Doge now. Awesome. Awesome. Is the dip over? That's what we're waiting to see. That's what we're waiting to see. Momtaz still looking for that 28-cent Doge. Coinbase Pro is probably better than Advanced, but again, used to have to pay for it, and I never did. Two-factor authentication all the way every day. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass, but security, number one. Your number one goal in crypto is security. Don't get shaken out. Don't fall for any phishing scams. Two-factor authentication. Hey, Dub, how are you? Can you check Prime? Didn't we look at Prime before for you? I think we did. Echelon Prime. It's up 8% for the day. Not bad. Had a little run up last night to about 1050, dropped down to 920, and then moving back up to 980. So, I mean, that would be the bottom right there. Maybe 930 would be if you're going to buy any more of that. That's what I'd be looking for, is right there, because this is trading pretty well. Prime. You can buy this on Coinbase as well, if you're interested in Prime. I don't know exactly what the Prime crypto project is or what it does, what Echelon Prime is, but that's pretty good trading. Up 8% on a fairly red day. That's pretty good. Again, Algorand up 10%. Doge down 2%, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not done yet. Dropping. 90,924. Bitcoin is not done dropping yet. Algo was $1 last time you bought it. I know. 2021 was nice. Algorand was up there. It's been a tough bear market for Algorand. That's starting to show signs of life. So, I mean, if it got back up to $1, I'd be happy, because I bought all mine under 20 cents. So a 5X, I'll take it. I will take it. Anything can happen in this market, CryptoPunk says. Indeed. There's a Coinbase One premium for $300 a month, unlimited free fees. Yeah. If you're a trader and you're trading, making multiple trades every day, then do that. But if you're just waiting for the bull market and you go a month without doing any trades, why give them $300? I'll do it. What's your code? Just check the link in the description below. I've got a link directly. You want to grab some bonk before the Robinhood announcement. Yeah, just click on my link in the description below. It's safe. I swear. I swear it's safe. When is the Robinhood listing going to be? We don't know. Robinhood does not tell you until the morning they turn it on. There's no advanced warning on it. So we don't know. You still hold some silver? That's a hedge. Doge Elon Mars, that was, again, a coin from, or a token from last cycle for Doge Elon Mars. I don't really follow it. It's at 0.000002. It hardly has any trading going on with it. Every once in a while, it spikes up and it falls right back down. In fact, this one is only, this is the Gemini one. Look at this one. Yeah, this is what happened in 2021. Doge Elon Mars was launched. It did this huge rocket up. Woo! 4,000%, right? 4,000%. That's right after Sheeb went on its crazy run. Doge Elon Mars. And now look what it sold off, pump, sold off, pump, sold off. And it's just continued to bleed down. 2023, there was hardly any trading on it. Now it's kind of waking up a little bit, but don't expect anything up here. It's not dropping to zero. Don't expect that with Doge Elon Mars. Doge on the weekly is getting off to a bad start for this week after 6 green weeks in a row. You have this red one, got to get it back up. It's got to go all the way up to right over 43 cents. Right over 43 cents. You got some more at 37.8. James wants to see Velo. We'll take a look at that. That's the velodrome. Velo. My buy price was 10.6. I do own a little bit of this. On the dip, we would have seen maybe 11.3. And it didn't. Well, I guess that was this morning. After that run up, it dipped to 11.3 and then moved back up. So that's what we would look at. We're now at 12.4. Had a little bit of pump at noon today. This is just looking at today. Yeah, Velodrome Finance on Coinbase as well. You can buy this on Coinbase. And I'm in the profit now after a long dip that we had. Back in profit. So that's nice to see. Keep adding. Keep adding. We need a poll. Sure. Poll. Let's see. Do you use a crypto wallet? Yes. Hard wallet. Like Ledger. Yes. Soft wallet. Like trust. Yes. Both hard and soft. And then no, keep coins on exchange. There we go. That should get some results there. We'll try that out, Samson. Thanks for the idea. See where people stand on the whole wallet thing. There was some FUD out there about Ledger today. Ledger is not going to give away your wallet code to the government unless you sign up for this recover thing, which I always tell you, don't sign up for it. Just don't sign up for it. Ledger is a great product. Just buy the hardware, buy the crypto hardware, transfer your coins on there. You keep track of your seed phrase. Don't pay for Ledger Recover. Doge on Mars is going to burn 30% of their tokens. Awesome. Again, manipulation to try and get people to pump the price. That's all it is. Oh, it's an actual coin. FIDA. I've never heard of it. FIDA. FIDA USDT. It's on Binance. 23 cents right now. Kind of been up and down in November. How long ago was this started trading? It's been around a while. 2021, look at on launch, there was this huge run up and back down. Wow, look at that. That's something. Okay, let's discount that, and then we see where we are. It was up over $3. I don't know about this. Triquinitas. I don't know. It's just sold off, down, 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 down. So whoever got in early, maybe they got airdrops, or maybe it was an ICO kind of thing, pre-sale, and they all just sold out. And since then, it's just gone sideways. This is not a good looking chart. Not a good looking chart. They've had a few little mini pumps, but that's when everything else was pumping too. Like here in March, came up to 65 cents and then just traded all the way back down. I mean, everything was pumping then back in March. I don't know. That doesn't look great to me. But good luck if you're in it. I just don't see it on the chart. Yeah, BTC below 91K again. Well, it's back, 91.1. So just another little dip and then back out. Now 91.2. Are we going to see a reversal? That's what we're waiting for. Yep, and they also have concentrated holders. Yes, TS. A lot of big wallets, big holders, and they just want to pump the price up so they can dump their bags on you. Arvinaut thinks Bitcoin will hit 88K before 100K. Somebody thinks 84K. A lot of people are like, still look like we're going to go down. Sheeb. Sheeb hasn't been great. I mean, it dropped down to our price, 23.6 this morning, and it's pretty much followed everything else. It's got no momentum right now. There's nothing going on with Sheeb right now. So we're waiting. You panic sold Polkadot, Igor. I don't know. I don't really follow Polkadot. We didn't even give it a price. This morning it fell to 760. It's now at $8. It was just up here at like $10 on Saturday. And from its peak, that's a pretty big drop for Polkadot. 30% drop in Polkadot. So I don't know. Again, if the whole market dips down, do you really want to buy back into Polkadot or just find something else? Unless you love the project for one reason, but I don't know why you would. There's not a lot going on. Yeah, that whole baby Doge narrative thing about animals and shelters, that's a 2021 thing. I doubt they're still doing that. That was a token from 2021. And it stole the Doge name as well, baby Doge. It's like, ugh. I hope you get your money back, though. Poll. Yeah, vote in the poll. Wow, most of you keep the coins on the exchange. Interesting. Most of you keep on an exchange. Raider Fan Keef likes the tangent. Do I think we're going to hit 88K before 100? I am an optimist, so I'm saying no. I don't think that. We'll do it. We'll do another poll in a minute. See, lots of exchange coins in the poll. The better to short you with, exactly. They lend out those coins to shorters. They do. You use a MetaMask, so that'd be a soft wallet if you use MetaMask. Yeah, Vision Pulse is okay. He gives nice little like daily doses of Doge and some other coins. It's fine. It's fine. He doesn't really get into the news and what's driving price and all of that detail. But that's okay for what he does. He gives a like 5 or 6 minute video. It's fine. What is the problem holding crypto on exchange? One, what was just said. Then the exchanges use your coins to lend out to shorters. Two, you don't actually own the crypto if it's on an exchange. You're just buying the price, hoping it goes up to make an investment or a profit. That's it. Which for some of you, that's probably okay. You don't care about the whole idea behind cryptocurrency and getting away from the banks and self-custody and all that. But if you really dive into what crypto is about, you get a wallet and you put your crypto in a wallet. And again, depending on what exchange you use, FTX, Voyager, they didn't do very well. And there's other smaller exchanges too that have recently closed. And some of these third-party ones like MEXC, you don't know like who's behind there. And I've heard a lot of people who've done leverage trading on MEXC that swear that the price didn't hit their liquidation price and they still got liquidated. So some shady things going on if you don't use a more legitimate crypto exchange like Coinbase and Robinhood here. Just saying. Not your keys, not your coins. Exactly. You figure 85K and then we go up. Yep, and Doge dropped from 24. Everything dropped. Some more than others. Bitcoin 8, Doge 24, DOT 30. I think we can call that a pullback. That's what we're waiting to see right here, whether that is it. I have a link to Ledger in the description below. And in fact, if you click on the first link there, you go to the Black Friday deal where ledgers are on sale. That's right, on sale. You can get a Nano X for $89, which is normally $149. Or you can get a Nano S Plus for $47, 40% off. Black Friday deal happening now. Use the Black Friday deal link in the description below, take you right to this page. Oh, they're out of stock on that one. Look at that. They've sold out of green, purple, and retro gaming out of stock. Guys, you were too late. You can still get matte black for $59, 25% off. Or you can get BTC orange color for $55. If you don't care what the color is, 30% off, $55 for a Ledger Nano S Plus. But yeah, those $47 ones are sold out before Black Friday even hit. That's how popular they were. I hope one of you got one of these off of my link. We've been talking about it since Sunday. Hey, starting to see a bigger green candle on the Bitcoin chart. Potential, 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 Niktos. We've heard that for years and years on Polkadot. By this time, there should be something there. Instead, like a new blockchain like Sui comes out, which is doing way, way better than Polkadot could ever dream of. So why are you investing in Polkadot? Dogecoin integration into X coming, 500 million users. We'll see. I'm hoping that happens. I'm hoping that happens. Crowcoin, yeah, that's the crypto.com. Crowcoin. It did drop below our price target. Oh, it dropped a lot lower, 1630. We had 1720 here, and it dropped even lower. It's a volatile coin. The Crow coin is really volatile. It's right back up now to 1720, which was our price target. It was up here at 21 cents. So that drop was 22%. There's a pullback for you. So yeah, there's a great buying opportunity there. 16-cent Crow, but even at 17 cents, based on where it just was. Again, Crow tokens, once you're on the crypto.com platform, you start using Crow tokens, you can stake them, you can collect them for doing different things on the platform. It's like free money. It's like free money. Ledger is a cold wallet. Yes, it is. Which wallets work with Coinbase? All of them. I've transferred directly from Coinbase to my Ledger. You can do it with Tangem, you can do it with Trust, MetaMask, and even Coinbase has their own wallet. I've never used it. Some people have, and they swap on the wallet to some other tokens that aren't available on the Coinbase exchange, but I've never done that. Yeah, Voyager went down. Went down. Market's coming back to life. Hope so. Uniswap. I've never used Uniswap, and nor do I trade the Uni token, so I don't know. You use the MyDoge wallet for Doge. Samsung wallet for BTC. I didn't know Samsung had a wallet. Interesting. Interesting. You got Doge at 19 cents, some Cardano, some ADA tokens at 44 cents. You're sitting pretty good right now. You're in good profit. You're up over 100%. Nice. Holding for at least mid-2025. And that's, again, that's kind of my target too. April, May, probably. And we'll be looking at taking profits on altcoins. See how it plays out. EOS is an old coin. I don't think it's used for anything. Notcoin was part of the Telegram thing with Toncoin. And I don't use that system at all. So I've never followed it. You got a purple ledger, Oscar. Awesome. You got one of those $47 ledgers. Great to hear. They're sold out now. Don't you feel special? Don't you feel special? Awesome. Right. The Coinbase wallet does not automatically pull in your coins. You have to transfer them. Because your Coinbase wallet, you have your own seed phrase. And so you have to sort of manually do a transfer from Coinbase to Coinbase wallet. And then they become your coins. Starbucks. Starbucks takes your money. Yep. You have to send, receive. Exactly. Can I chart Uniswap? See what's going on with Uni. Okay. You asked nicely. It's trading at $10.85. The dip this morning was down to about $10.50. Just mark that. Take a look on the 4-hour chart, see how we did since the election. Right before the election, we were at $6. Doing fairly well. Looks like it's in an upward channel since then, like many other coins that probably spike above, came up higher, but now you're right in the middle, 1080. What did this trade at before? This is where we find the real thing. Yeah, we're here. In March, it traded up to $17. But in 2021, $43 Uniswap. I would probably look for profit taking on this. Maybe one of these spikes. I don't know if it's going to get all the way up to 43, like $27. But even then, that'd be a decent return from here. Again, in 2025, I think we're going to have another one of these kind of crazy runs on alts. But I don't think it's going to be as huge as we saw in 2021. I think it's going to be less than that. But we'll see. We'll see. Hi, Keith. How are you? Yeah, with Uniswap, I guess you don't have to use ETH as a gas token anymore. So how did we end up on our poll? 65% of you aren't using any kind of wallet. And for those that you are, more are using a hard wallet than a soft wallet. Interesting. Do another poll. What's next for Bitcoin's price? Okay. See where you guys stand on that. Well, if you know a way to make a paper wallet yourself, you're free to do that, number one. But for most people, this is pretty good. Ledger Live, already there. Just do your transfer and you're safe in a crypto wallet. Done. I should do public broadcasting station. No, it's a good idea, Robert, but I don't think so. Doge OS account, website going live. We'll see what they do. We'll see whether people are really going to build on Doge outside of like Doginals. As long as I make my profits, I don't really care how it's done, whether I use a hardware wallet, which I have, or keep it on the platform. Exactly, Matt. Exactly. When are we going to go up again? I'd like to say now, but Bitcoin has been stubborn. Bitcoin's being stubborn. Yes, you can transfer coins from Robinhood to Ledger. I did. It's exactly what I did. Robinhood to Ledger. I have to be the unluckiest person. I swear everything I buy tanks. Depends on what you buy and when you buy it. So unfortunately, you weren't with me in the summer of 2023 because a lot of us were buying these coins at these ridiculously low prices when I was saying we're at the bottom of the bear market for alts. And so we were buying Doge at 5 and 6 cents, Bitcoin at 26, Jasmy 003. We got XRP at 58 cents, which was kind of a little high at the time, but Sheeb 0.0000083, Algorand at 10 cents, ETH 1600, Litecoin 71. Not great price. So that's what we were doing. And if you believed in Solana, you could have got Solana for less than $20. Solana is now at $229. Waste of money for a crypto hard. It depends on what you feel about cryptocurrency. If you want to just keep your coins on an exchange, you can do that. Just understand what the risks are. If you can afford to trade crypto, you can afford a decently priced ledger. Thank you, Michael. It's a small little piece of your crypto profits. I've never used Kraken, Kid9. Generally, I take a peek on what Ivan on Tech has when I get up in the morning. I look at Rob on Digital Asset News. Every once in a while, I watch Tom Crown a lot for like some stock T or crypto TA. He likes to do a lot of technical analysis. And I check in on George at Cryptos R Us every now and then. I used to watch it more, but he just gets so repetitive. It's just the same thing over and over again. He's always very positive too. When does alt season start? Joy to the World asks. Well, we look at the 4-hour chart, we go to Bitcoin dominance, and you tell me. Bitcoin dominance is going down, down, and down again, as predicted. That looks to me like we're just about to get started on alt season. That's what that looks like to me. If Bitcoin can come back up and get over 60%, then it's not altcoin season yet. But if Bitcoin continues to break down like this, lower and lower, alt season's starting. So we'll continue to watch this just about every day. We check in on it, see what's going on. Doge hanging out, 38 cents still. I didn't get liquidated yesterday. 36.1 is my level. I know you don't like gambling, but what do you think about your position? 50,000 USDT without a stop loss. Oh, you've got a little gambler inside of you, huh? 36.1. You weren't that far away. You weren't that far away this morning. Got down to about 36.4. I don't know if they dump BTC below 80, you're going to get liquidated. So be careful. How's our poll looking? It's pretty even. You guys are almost split, half and half, between bears and bulls. That's about half and half. Yeah, Robinhood in New York, you can't do transfers. Sorry about that. Use Trust Wallet, Brian G. I hope you have two-factor authentication on that Trust Wallet, as well as two-factor authentication on your phone, too. Got to have both of them, just to be safe. Just to be safe. I can't believe Celestia's price is as high as it is, Top Gun. They just had this huge token unlock. And then the price turns around and goes up over $8. It dropped this morning to $7.30. So probably a good buy price. I sold mine at like $6.30, $6.50 and got out of this before the token unlock. And now it's higher with almost twice the number of tokens. People just see it and buy it. They don't even do any research. That's how crazy crypto is. You never know. Never know. Yeah, we don't really look at W patterns on like small time frames. Thank you, TH1, for subbing. Appreciate it. Anybody else want to subscribe? Go right ahead. You're never going to see profit anyway. You could have done the same thing and waited, but closed your position on a loss just to not get liquidated and lose it all. Do I think Pepe is a good buy? Pepe has not quite reached our price target yet. It was close. Our price target was down here, 17. Hit 17.5. It was pretty close. Didn't quite hit it. Pepe will probably go on another run. We'll probably go on another run. How do we get on that crypto live screen? I don't know what you're asking, Z. How do we get on that crypto live screen? I don't know. Something going on your end. Everybody else is seeing it. That's crypto live. What is my opinion about XRP? I don't know if I want to get into that. Vinicius, you just arrived from work. Want to see the heat maps? Yeah, we haven't looked at the heat maps yet. Are they working today? That's the first question. Yep. Wow, there's some new short positions are being opened up here. 92.7 on Bitcoin, 93,000. But they wiped out these huge leveraged longs. There's still some down here above 90K that are some decent sizes. 90,400, 90,300, 90,200. So there's some decent sized ones here. I mean, millions of dollars that are right there. But there's some bigger ones up here for shorting if they wanted to go back up. Let's see what the Doge looks like while we're here. Not too much on Doge. Not much going on. There's some shorts up here at 38.9. Some longs if they decide to drop it back down to 37.4, 37.2, and some even bigger ones at 36.6 that go out a bit. But this isn't major like the big drop that we had over here. You know, early this morning just took out some big bets. So that's not bad. I don't know what Ren is, Tunes. Isaac gifted a membership. Thank you, Isaac. Who got it? Dead Walker. Dead Walker got a gifted membership from Isaac. Thank you, Isaac. Exactly, Daydream. Hardware wallet keeps your crypto safe. I think Mishi's done a great job as a Dogecoin dev. I've got no complaints. There are others on X that have problems with Mishi, think that there are games being played and other things going on, but I'm just like, I don't get into that stuff. So it's fine. What is REN? What do you even want to know? REN. It's on Binance. 4 cents. Big drop this morning. Look at that. Wow. What happened here? 35% drop. All of a sudden. What was that about? So there would have been time to buy if you're interested in this right after that. But I don't know what this could have caused this. I don't follow this token. But that's a pretty severe drop. But it's getting bought back up. Interesting token. Right, my border at the top says crypto live. But Z says he can't. Oh, TradingView. Yes, the website here for charting is tradingview.com. There you go. Yep. New shorts opened up, exactly. New shorts open up, so go up and get them. Just go get them. Jasmine just formed a golden cross. Did it now. Nope, it didn't. The 50-day moving average is at 2 cents, but the 200-day moving average is at 2.3. Not a golden cross. Not on the daily. Let's check the weekly. Yeah, not even close. So no golden cross on Jasmine. Anything in shorter time frames is not a legitimate golden cross. Dailies or weeklies are all that we really are interested in. Anything on shorter time frames happen all the time. So not going to make a difference. Bitcoin is not committed yet to a recovery here. Not committed yet. Yeah. I get to the comments. Right now, we're waiting to see what happens, about this week for Doge. I don't have a prediction. It's very unsettled right now. And you can see even in the poll, half of you think Bitcoin's going down to 85 and half of you think it's going to go back up to 100 without hitting 85. So, yeah. Send a message to Elon. Tell him to hit the Doge button. What am I going to do with my gains? We're buying a house with the cash that we cash out from our crypto profits with no mortgage. That's our goal. No mortgage. Eventually, I'm going to retire and then I can travel because I won't be paying a mortgage. I'll have no credit card debt. I'll have no car payments. I'll be debt free. That's the goal. That is the goal. Yeah. Thank you, Isaac, for gifted membership. What is my method for profit taking? Yeah, I just transfer from the bank from the exchange to the bank. It gets reported to the IRS. Fine. I don't care. I'm honest with my taxes and the IRS, so If it gets reported to the IRS, fine. They're going to find out anyway at the end of 2025 when I report my profit. And I'm going to pay taxes on $1 million of profit. So that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Yeah, exactly. Tax evasion? No. They can report all they want. I have an accountant that helps me with my taxes. We do it all legit. If Elon turns on the Dogecoin Tesla feature, that's huge. If Dogecoin can be used with X payments, well, that's even huger, if that's a word. More huge. Yeah. Dogecoin will rocket up in price if that happens. Will I do an MTV Crib style video of the new house? Riley, do you hear what just happened to Patrick Mahomes, right? He and his wife were showing off their new house on some Instagram thing. And then while he was playing in a game, he got robbed. They knew exactly where to go in the house because he had showed it all in a video. Yeah, I don't think so. We'll keep that kind of private. We'll have a better backdrop, though. That's for sure. I will have a better backdrop. That's my goal. CFTC is going to lead digital asset regulation. That would be awesome. Get it out of the SEC. I like that. Yeah, the IRS, they'll get their share. I want to see whether is the Trump administration really going to come through with this US-based cryptocurrency waiver or whatever it is. You don't have to pay taxes on the profits, like the Algorand and Hedera, and on Algorand, Hedera, Cardano. That'd be awesome. I don't want to pay taxes on those profits. That'd be great. I guess Ripple, XRP is in there too. Yep. Coinbase will prepare a 1099 for you. Robinhood will prepare a 1099 for you, but only if you leave it all on the exchange. As soon as you move some off, they lose track of it. So that's why you have to keep your own records. You got to keep track of all your crypto. When did you buy it? What was the price? How many? All of that. You got to keep track. Because as soon as you transfer to a wallet, it loses that data. And the exchanges don't know what you did after that. How do people make a lot of money in crypto? You buy low and you sell high. No, I know it's really, I learned a lot. I got into crypto in 2021. I rode the big altcoin cycle up. And then when the bear market started, that's when I really learned, okay, here's what's going on. So at the end of 2022, after the FTX crash, that's when I made the decision to go all in on crypto. And I started buying and buying and buying. Now, I already had some Doge at 2 cents. That's what I started with. It was like 500,000 Doge. But since then, I bought like over 2 million Doge. And almost all of it has been at a price less than 7 cents. Because it was understanding the 4-year cycles. So the next time to really go in is like the end of 2026, if it continues to follow the 4-year cycle trend. And we'll see a bear market in 2026, and then you go all in. That would follow that 4-year cycle. Then 2027 is a reset year. 2028 is the next Bitcoin halving year. And then 2029 would be the next full bull. That's how you make big money in crypto. Will those 4-year cycles continue? We don't know. Maybe. I'm betting on it. That's why I'm not selling all of my altcoins at these prices. I think we're going to be higher in 2025. In Belgium, no taxes on crypto profits. Sweet. Right. It will be no profit on US-based crypto, but it's a US company, not just a token that was made in the US by someone. It's a company. That's what the Trump administration was talking about. They have to get that passed, though. That's not an automatic. So, Stellar, XLM, you hold a sizable amount. Where is it going? Again, we talked about this yesterday, and I think XLM just had this incredible run. And there's no doubt that this month it has outperformed Doge because of this big run. But look how it's been selling down, and Doge is going to outperform it, I think, going forward. How high can it go from 60 cents? I'm totally surprised it's even trading at 60 cents, in, what was it, this weekend on Saturday? It ran up here. Nobody predicted that. That came from totally out of the blue, this huge run. XLM doesn't do anything. Stellar doesn't do anything. It's just one of these older coins, and it just started getting pumped. So I don't know. If we zoom out, we look at all time. We were looking up here at 76 cents. This is all-time high. Again, very similar to Doge, when Doge was at 73. So there were a lot of comparisons being made to price between Doge and XLM. So we targeted 45 cents as to buy back in maybe and get some profits, but I don't think you're going to do like a 3 or 5x on this, buying at 45 cents. Just the history doesn't show anything there. So that's what I think. Bitcoin's still starting to try and come back up. XRP, I mean, the XRP CEO talked to Trump, but the XRP CEO also donated, or I guess it was the other CEO, Chris Larson, donated to the Harris campaign. It was just like they were playing both sides. It's like, come on. Sounding like they're begging like Charles Hoskinson does. No. The tax implications aren't anything different, Matt. They are what they are. You either have a capital gains tax or you don't. If I transfer $1 million in cash off of my exchanges into my bank, it is what it is. The bank may ask me where the money is coming from. I'll tell them. We'll be talking about sell strategies again, Joseph, once this market turns around. Right now, we're not in recovery mode yet. The Hawk Tua girl is launching a coin. Awesome. Sounds like we're in bull market, full bull market if the Hawk Tua girl is launching a coin. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Why not, right? Why not? She's just going to squeeze out everything she can out of that one little viral video. Just going to squeeze it out. Yeah, I'm not buying that thing. I'm not buying that thing at all. Why is Doge and ADA not resistant to BTC dumpage? Again, I think this is the start of this rotation to alt season. Bitcoin's going to dump and the alts are going to say, yeah, go ahead. What's up, Victor? How are you? All eyes on Doge. You think XLM is going to drop back down to 25 cents? I don't think so. Because of Gensler leaving, bank adoption of XRP? Yeah, that helps XRP, or it did. But XRP from here, I think will still have a challenge. They're still printing tokens, paying themselves. So Sheeb is making a Doge-ish bullface. Sheeb. Yeah, I don't know what you're looking at, but at what time frame, but it's just hanging out, not doing much. Still waiting for that big Sheeb run. Not much going on. 0.0087 is a better average than mine, because mine's like 0.0099 or 0.0098. So now I'm still holding, waiting for Bohm to run. So that sounds like a good average to me. I don't know what Lena is. Sounds too close to Luna. Solana meme coins. They're tokens first. They're not coins. And you can get wrecked on 99% of them. So I'm not touching them. Now, the big ones that have already made it, like Whiff and Bonk, okay, you can trade those. But the new ones that are being launched, Oh, got it. He thinks my banner was a website or exchange. Got it. Supreme Dobermans, I do not play the swing trading game. Sell now, buy at a lower price. How do you know there's going to be a lower price? I know a lot of people that got totally wrecked in 2021 with Doge playing that game. And they lost a lot of Doge coins that way. Thought they were being smart. Sold Doge at 7, and before they knew it, they turned around and Doge was at like 10 cents. And it totally turned around. And they were out of Doge because they sold it all thinking they would buy back in at 6 cents. And it didn't drop. It went the other way. I'm not playing that game with Doge this time. No way. You don't know when it's going to take off. Sheep's not going to go to a penny above lobbies. You got to do your research and do the math. Way too big of a market cap at a penny. It'll be lucky to drop 1-0. In 2021, can you show how Dogecoin moves after it fell like this pullback? Sure, Kerba. Awesome question. Because I lived it. I know this very well. So I go on the daily and we go back in time to 2021. I can show you. And also that person I know who was swing trading Doge, I can show you exactly when that happened. Because it was right around April 15th, if I remember, of 2021. So yes, I can show you exactly what happened. And it'll be close. I mean, again, it never trades exactly like it did before, but you can start to see some patterns. We are in 2021. Yeah, here we are. So we're on a daily chart. So let's go into April, and then let's go into March and January. Okay. So here we are looking at Dogecoin. This is January 2021. Dogecoin was generally trading below a penny through January. And then on January 28th, 29th, yeah, it was 28th, That's when I bought at 2 cents right there. Never put a circle on that. But I should, because I come back here every now and then. So that's where I bought. And by that night, although the day had flipped over, it was still the same day. Dogecoin had come all the way up to 8 cents. So it did an 8x, generally in one day. It only took like 12 hours. It did an 8x in price. And then huge profit taking drove the price back down to 2, 2.5, and then it came back up to 8 cents again. From there, it traded sideways for over a month, right between like 4 and 6 cents before that happened. So that time right there, that time frame is what we're kind of in right now. Was that kind of thing where, or I would say before the election, maybe we had that sideways trading going on, but it was more extended here. Volume just totally died out, and there was that sideways trading. Then on April 1st, there was this little pump there based on an Elon Musk tweet about Doge 1. And then it dropped back down to 5. And then it started moving up. And this was when that swing trading was happening I was talking about. And Doge had come up on this little peak right here on the 11th, come up to 7.5 cents. And this person I know sold all their Doge and were waiting for 6 cents, waiting for it to come back down. And it never did. Instead, it went up to 10 cents, went up to 18 cents, and then the next day it was at 42 cents. That's what happened. You don't want to be swing trading and miss that. You don't want to do that. So that's really what we're waiting for now for Dogecoin, is this huge run. We haven't had that yet this cycle, because this was 500%, 500% there. So that's why I don't swing trade Doge. Absolutely not. So there you go. Little trip down memory lane. Now let's get back to today. Here we are. Doge is moving up. Nice. Bitcoin's back over 92,000. Starting the recovery. Yeah, I don't follow Mu. We covered Pepe already. It's still just kind of going sideways. Geo. Yeah, Nate, peak. It's a new blockchain. And again, it was the idea of getting into something early that wasn't just a meme token, but actually a blockchain project. So I thought it was worth putting a small little bit of my portfolio into something new right when it launched and just see what happens. And we'll see what happens with it. From what I understand, Roberto, about CoinStats is you connect your wallet, but do you hold everything in one wallet? And how does that wallet know what your buy price was if you bought on an exchange and then transferred to a wallet? I think CoinStats is good if you actually like use wallets to buy things. I use my spreadsheets. That's how I do it. Boom, I would take half my profit at 2 cents. I bought just under 1 cent. Take half my profit at 2 cents, and then the other half let it ride. We in the United States pay tax on the profits we make on crypto. With the current Doge position descending, would it be a bull flag? Not right now. Descendings generally bull flags either. AMR, how are you? Thanks for the super chat. Just saw the news. Dogecoin got its first exchange-traded product. Yes, AMR. We covered that. Right there. Yep, and I tweeted this out as well. Dogecoin gains ground. First ever exchange-traded product. Again, not an ETF, which would be a fund. No, for Dogecoin, even the Bitcoin ones aren't really ETFs. They're actually ETPs because Bitcoin is not a fund. It's a product. So ETP is the correct terminology. Everybody calls them Bitcoin ETFs, but they're really not. But Doge now has an ETF. It's in Sweden, not in the US. It's Sweden, but it's something. It's a start. Bitcoin had an ETF in Canada before it did in the US. But again, not a lot of volume of trading in Canada. That's why the US was such a big thing. But for Dogecoin, it starts to lay the groundwork, maybe for a Doge ETP here in the US. Maybe. I'm not a Bitcoin Cash fan. I'm not an XRP fan. We've shown XRP already today. What's Sui doing today? I haven't looked at Sui today. We probably hit our buy target a number of times. No, just once, right here. $3.10. It actually came down to $3. Look at that dip. But look how it's recovered. That's pretty strong. Sui it's recovered well today. From $3 up to wherever it is now, 15%. Not bad. Not bad. For Sui. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I thought that was the low on Dogecoin yesterday. Yeah, I don't follow ZEC. Again, that's an older coin. It's now trading now. I don't know why. Every once in a while, it goes on little runs. Bonk or Doge to buy in now, Dennis asks. There's rumors Bonk is going to start trading on Robinhood soon. That'll be a big pump for Bonk. Doge, we're just waiting for the next thing to happen for it. It's got a lot of support. Doge does. Doge did not drop as far percentage-wise as Bonk did over the past few days. Why not half of each? Doesn't have to be one or the other. Change that to not Bonk or Doge, but Bonk and Doge. And then you're in both. Maybe that. Do I have a price on Doge just in case it shoots up? I love it though. Wake up in the morning and see Doge up at like 50 cents. I would love it. I'm not doing anything about it though. I'm continuing to hold. Did I say what you thought, Bella Vista? Was I right on? I'm pretty consistent. I'm not in the hex system at all, Thor. Not at all. That whole Richard Hart thing and all that, no. I'm not touching it. Some people have made money. Again, I'm not touching it. GRT, it's about to break out. There's a lot of things about to break out. 24 cents for the graph. It's recovering just like Doge is. It came down and hit our target of 23.20. In fact, dropped a little bit under 23. On the big picture, again, it's done very well since election day as well. Came up to its high again Saturday, Sunday, when everything else did. Little retest back and now move higher. That's bull market stuff. Let's go. That's pretty consistent. Pretty consistent with what most coins are doing. Yeah, I did a video Kerbon about 2 months ago called my $1 million portfolio. You can look for it on my YouTube channel. Just type in the search on my channel, $1 million portfolio, and you'll see my video. Now that was 2 months ago. My percentages have changed a little bit. My Doge percentage is much higher because Doge went up 200%. So I actually have a higher percentage of my overall portfolio is in Doge now than it was 2 months ago. But that's where you find it. About to break downward. Sok is still a bear. He probably voted in the poll on Bitcoin going down to 85K. So he's a bear. I got it. Got it. What will be the next Dogecoin? Dogecoin. There's no other. Bonk is a token built on Solana. Dogecoin is a coin, proof of work, has its own blockchain, and has the support of one Elon Musk. Nothing else does. So there's no next Dogecoin. Dogecoin is the next Dogecoin. Avalanche, Victor. Avalanche. 42.9. Oh, look, Avalanche is recovering nice. Dip below 40. But that is looking nice. It's going to be back up to its high here on Monday. That's right. Its Monday high is even higher than it was on Sunday. This is pretty strong. This is pretty strong. So yeah, I've got a little bag of Avalanche, and it's been growing. I think my average cost was like $16. It was down here somewhere. Yeah, right there. $16.65. That's my average cost. I always keep that on my charts. So I always see the line of where my average cost is. But yeah, since the middle of or beginning of August, we were tracking its move up. Didn't fall as deep beginning of September when there was that big dip. And then October, it was charting higher lows, which was very bullish on Avalanche when other things were going the other way. And then this breakout on election day was pretty sweet for Avalanche. So Avalanche is trading very strong. And now it's even number 10. So it passed Toncoin and Tron and is now number 10 largest cryptocurrency. It's Avalanche. So that's pretty strong. Bonk has a lot of potential because of its affiliation with Solana. I know there's a million other tokens on Solana, but it was one of the initial ones before Pump.Fun was even created. And the Solana devs use Bonk. It was airdropped into the Solana phones just a little over a year ago, which was huge. So yeah, they use that Bonk token. Jasmine still hanging out just above 2 cents. Until it gets a breakout above 3, will it be of interest to me? I have a bag of it. I'm just waiting, but it's been going sideways for a while. Dogecoin is a blue chip. It's an OG. The OG coins have been doing well. Like VeChain, Harmony One, a lot of the 2021 altcoins, they've been doing well. Doge chart is beautiful. Again, I mean, you look at where we were back here on November 11th, and Dogecoin is pretty much sideways. 2 weeks of sideways. Now we had a nice little pump up to 48 and then fell back right in line. Again, this is just building up for the next big run. You think Link's going to do very well? Link is just a slow mover. It's just one of those coins. It's just a slow mover. Panic, panic. Worst crash. Oh. You don't like me right now because my average cost is lower. Low rollers in the house. How you doing? Why should worry about Trump tariff next year? Causes huge inflation. He's using it as leverage to keep illegal drugs and other things from entering our country. If you think it's going to cause huge inflation, I think you're wrong. We need to start maybe buying more American. I know not everything's available here, but he wants to support American businesses, American manufacturing. But it's also strong-arming other countries to get them to stop doing things they shouldn't be doing. Like sending drugs into our country is a big one. $0.34, Francesco. 34 cents would match that dip we had right there on Saturday the 16th. So we could, if there was a big dip on Bitcoin, we could see Doge hit 34. If we did it right there, right where my finger's pointing. That was Saturday the 16th of November. So we could hit that again. The Black Swan, it's coming. Freaking people out there. 20% off on crypto taxes in South Korea. We'll see. Koreans have a lot of crypto. Dev, it depends on what I'm looking at. I switch between different chart periods depending on what I'm looking at. For the live streams, I generally have it on 15 minutes, which is this one. Because it gives you kind of a view of the last day. It's about the last day at this time period. I generally don't get any closer than this, except when I'm actually trading. And then I'll go to 5 minutes when I'm actually looking to buy or sell and do a trade. But generally 15 minutes shows me how the trading has done for a little over a day. And then I generally go out to like a 4-hour chart to give it context. And then zoom out to a daily chart to see a bigger picture. That's generally what I use, is daily, 4-hour, and then 15 minutes. No, my portfolio is not good for buying now with today's prices. No, I'd be looking at a different makeup of my portfolio now. Some of the cryptos that I bought in my portfolio, I'm way up on. And so I wouldn't rebuy them. I'm just playing it out until I sell. And I'll take my profit and pay my long-term capital gains tax. But again, I don't want to be buying a lot of crypto now because I don't want to pay the short-term capital gains tax on profit. That's a lot of more money. So I'm not selling and rebuying. But again, that's just me. America first. Exactly, Nate. America first. That's what Trump ran on, and he got voted in on. So that whole thing about inflation's going to go way up because of tariffs, that's a left-wing narrative. Mainstream media is throwing that FUD out there. Whatever. I don't see Doge going lower, seems to be fighting, even going down to 37. Agreed. FCC has officially approved Starlink's license for its direct-to-cell program. Starlink satellites will be able to broadcast direct to your mobiles. Wow. That sounds good. How do I get EMA lines? You're allowed 3 indicators on a free trading view. You get 3 indicators. So I do volume, I do a 50 moving average and a 200 moving average. And I can change either one of these. Right now, these are just straight moving averages. I could change it to an EMA if I wanted to, but I just use the straight moving averages. So on the free trading view, you can get 3 indicators. Robinhood BTC candle wick passed 100K. But that didn't happen, Jenny, on anything else. I thought there was another exchange. Someone mentioned 100K, but we didn't see it on the big exchanges. Right, and it's not a crash, exactly. Almost all coins are way up from where it was. Yeah, we looked at Prime earlier, Ryan. I don't use Kraken, so I don't know. You sold all your Doge, dipping to 36. We'll buy again if it gets green. And at 60 cents. He was trolling me now, pups. Dennis is a fan. You know, I'm a fan for a change in getting out of what we've been doing the last 4 years. I think it's going to be good for America, particularly on reducing our debt, cutting out a lot of bureaucracy, unneeded waste. I think that's all going to be good. It's going to be a shock to the system, definitely. And there's going to be a lot of complainers, all coming from the left, mostly. But we voted for it. The mandate is in. I'm not going to look at Pepe again. I do read chats. It's just like I've looked at Pepe 3 times during this live stream, Geo. Okay? I don't know what hash AI is. Never heard of it inside the box. Did I see Watcher Guru's tweet about Trump's portfolio? It's probably pretty accurate knowing Watcher Guru, but I didn't see it. I owe you a bottle of wine. What did I do? What did I do? You bought 10K of Cardano after my not financial advice below 91 cents. What did I say? I said 93 and it dropped below 90. Okay, you win. Great buying opportunity. I'm happy for your gain. I'm buying in at a lower price. Awesome. Thank you, CryptoPunk. Appreciate it. Keeping it real. You will see that the debt on the Trump administration was all in the last 6 months because of COVID, or the past almost year. Hardly any of it was the first 3 years, but it was COVID at the end. And he was trying to save the country from a depression. So you can look at that yourself, Low Roller, and see whether that research stands up. But that's my understanding, is that was all in the last year because of COVID. Yeah, I used to be a Democrat too, just like Bobby Kennedy, just like Elon Musk, just too much crap coming from the left. Can you offset gains with crypto losses? Will, December 11th will be the epic crypto tax live stream where we will talk just about that. Offsetting gains with losses, what the advantage of doing that are, how that plays into your taxes, tax implications, profits and losses, all of that. December 11th. It's like 2 weeks from now. Epic crypto tax live stream. You don't want to miss it. Satoshi secretly selling Bitcoin with smaller crypto wallets. You saw it in the news. Well, that must make it real, low roller. Come on. I generally like your posts, but God, be careful. Be careful. Rhyme. What do I do? Oh no. What do I do? Please tell me, Kriss. What do I do? I can't think for myself. I need someone to tell me. Exactly. And that's a Trump term, fake news. Oh. Good coins to hold for the future. I'm all in on SUI. That's why I'm holding it long term. I'll continue to hold Bitcoin and I'll continue to hold Dogecoin. Those are the big three. Everything else I am selling in 2025. I'm selling everything else for profit in 2025. But I'm keeping some of my Doge, I'm keeping my Bitcoin, and I'm keeping at least half of my SUI long term. Everything else I'm selling because I want to get out of that mortgage, get a nice house, bank free. Again, that's just me. If I wasn't doing that and I was holding coins long term, I would probably have a different portfolio than what I have now. Right now, it's all looking to next year. So, okay, gang, that's what we got for today. Look, we'll see tonight. Is Dogecoin going to stay above 38, maybe move up 39 and bigger? Is that going to happen? Is Bitcoin going to continue out of this dip? We'll be watching that. Dennis has a last super chat. Thank you, Dennis. Crypto Banter calling for this correction the day before it happened. And now he calls for 85K. And you get lucky once. You might not get lucky twice. We'll see what Sheldon thinks on Crypto Banter when Bitcoin does not drop to 85K. You will see. You got it exactly, Alina. SUI is SUI. With that, I wish everyone a good evening. We will see you tomorrow. I'll be live, probably 3 o'clock, 3:30 again, start. So look for me then. Till then, everyone have a good evening.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.